we're not even to the playoffs yet. I think that's what's so fun about it is you're just going to continue to see, records be taken down, but also I think really good basketball. And that's why it's been so fun to watch. That's why the fans have been showing up. The viewership has been, absolutely crushed this year.
Caitlin Clark has officially taken over the WNBA, and last night she made history again, breaking the WNBA's single-season assist record with a jaw-dropping 318 assists. Clark isn't just a rookie, she's already cementing her legacy as one of the best playmakers this league has ever seen. This isn't just a stat, it's a turning point in WNBA history, and we're witnessing the rise of a superstar who's changing the game one assist at a time. Let's dive into how she did it. Clark's ability to set up her teammates with precision and flair has been on display all season long. Her court vision is unparalleled. Time and time again, she's found her teammates with passes that seem impossible. Whether it's threading the ball through traffic or launching a perfect lob for an alley-oop, Clark is redefining what it means to be a point guard in the WNBA. After the game, when asked about the record, she simply said, "It's not about the numbers, it's about making my teammates better." That's the kind of leadership that's turning heads all around the league. Let's talk about what makes this record so special. Caitlin Clark didn't just break it, she shattered it while balancing scoring and playmaking duties. She's been averaging over 8 assists per game this season, and she's been doing it while also dropping 20+ points on a regular basis. It's this dual threat capability that makes her such a nightmare for defenses. If you play her too tight, she'll blow by you. Give her too much space, and she'll launch a deep three. But even when defenders swarm her, she finds a way to dish out assists that lead to easy buckets. Her teammates have been thriving because of it. Kelsey Mitchell, one of the Fever's top scorers, credited Clark after the game, saying, "Caitlin just knows how to make everyone around her better. It's like she sees the game in slow motion." That's high praise, and it's no exaggeration. Clark's basketball IQ is off the charts, and she's showing that she's not just a scorer, but a complete floor general. The buzz around Clark has only intensified after this record-breaking performance. Analysts across the board are comparing her to the greats. LaChina Robinson recently said, "We knew Caitlin Clark was special, but no one expected her to be this dominant this quickly. She's doing things in her rookie season that most players don't do in their entire career." And Robinson isn't alone in her assessment. Some are already saying that Clark could be the future face of the WNBA. With the likes of Sue Bird and Candace Parker nearing the end of their careers, the league is looking for its next superstar. Clark seems ready to step into that role. This moment also raises big questions for the Fever. With Clark leading the charge, how far can this team go? While the Fever have had their ups and downs this season, Clark's presence alone has turned them into a team that nobody can underestimate. Her leadership on the court has brought new energy to this franchise, and fans are already dreaming of what's to come. Could the Fever make a surprise playoff push? With Clark at the helm, anything seems possible. But let's not just focus on the Fever's immediate future. What about Clark's legacy? She's already breaking records as a rookie, but what does the next few years hold for her? Could she become the youngest WNBA MVP in history? Or maybe she'll set her sights on multiple championships. The sky's the limit for Caitlin Clark, and with every game, she's proving that she's a once-in-a-generation talent. And let's not forget the competition. Clark is playing in one of the most stacked seasons in WNBA history. Players like Brianna Stewart, Aja Wilson, and Sabrina Ionescu are all in their primes, and yet Clark is already outshining many of them in key areas. Her assist numbers alone are something to marvel at, but add in her shooting percentage and scoring prowess, and you've got a player who's on track to dominate the league for years to come. What makes Clark so dangerous is that she forces defenses into impossible situations. If you focus too much on her passing, she'll burn you from deep, where she's shooting over 35% from three-point range. But if you try to guard her one-on-one, she'll blow by you and either finish at the rim or set up an easy bucket for her teammates. It's the perfect balance of scoring and facilitating that sets her apart from the rest. So what's next for Caitlin Clark? Could she break even more records? The way she's playing, anything's possible. And what about the Fever? Could Clark lead them to a championship sooner than we think? One thing's for sure, this is only the beginning of what's shaping up to be an incredible career. Clark has the talent, the drive, and the leadership to take her game and her team to new heights. But let's dive deeper into how she's making history and what the road ahead looks like. Caitlin Clark isn't just playing basketball, she's elevating the game to a whole new level. Every single assist she dishes out is a strategic masterpiece. Fans and analysts alike are calling her a basketball genius, and it's not hard to see why. When you watch Clark on the court, it's like she's moving in a different rhythm, always 2 steps ahead of the defense. You don't just see this kind of intelligence in every player. This is the stuff of legends. The WNBA is in a transitional phase right now, with veterans like Sue Bird and Diana Taurasi nearing the end of their careers. The league is looking for its next icon, its next leader, and Clark is stepping into that role faster than anyone expected. It's not just her on-court performance, it's her charisma, her leadership, and her ability to inspire everyone around her. You can see it in the way the Fever players respond to her. She's the type of player who makes everyone else better just by being on the floor. Speaking of her leadership, let's talk about the Fever's transformation this season. Before Caitlin Clark, the Fever were struggling to find an identity, to rebuild after years of disappointment. But with Clark running the show, everything's changed. The Fever are suddenly a team to watch, a team that can go toe-to-toe with the league's best. Clark's leadership is undeniable, and it's only going to grow stronger as she gains more experience. Fever fans can start dreaming big, and it's all thanks to Caitlin Clark. So what will it take for her to lead the Fever to a championship? Obviously, basketball is a team sport, and Clark can't do it alone. But with a few more pieces around her, there's no doubt that the Fever can become a championship caliber team. Clark has already shown that she can carry a heavy load, but imagine what she could do with more support. And let's be honest, who wouldn't want to play alongside a talent like Caitlin Clark? Now, we want to hear from you. What do you think about Caitlin Clark breaking the WNBA's single-season assist record? Is she already one of the best point guards in the league? And how far do you think she can take the Fever? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and let's keep the conversation going. And don't forget to smash that like button if you're as excited as we are about what Caitlin Clark's future holds.
Yeah, Caitlin, last time you hit the base of the basket,
That's crazy.
The ref told you it was disrespectful. Was just wondering if you got another explanation tonight.
Well, I mean, they're never going to overturn that. It's just one of the rules, I guess, of the game. So it's in the rule book. It is what it is. That's why, I mean, I tried to get my last one taken away. They just didn't take it away. And it stinks because I feel like at half of my technicals this year, I got 1 for the inadvertent contact to the face in the Minnesota game, and then 2 for hitting the stanchion of the basket. So it's like 1 was a complete accident, and then the other 2 were just a little frustration with myself. So I think I could have done a better job keeping my emotions in check, but at the same time, like, really? So I don't know. I mean, but it is a rule, so they have to call it, and I get it. It's tough.
Leading the way out of that backcourt. Clark, Boston screen, fire away, hits a 3.
Rather, you notice that Plum and Jackie both have the ability to score, and here's yet another.
Would start that one, and then
Yeah.
I guess my follow-up.
I mean, I think it definitely just speaks to the whole entire year and like how historic it has been for this league and how great the basketball has been for the league. And, you know, we're not even to the playoffs yet. I think that's what's so fun about it is you're just going to continue to see, you know, records be taken down, but also I think really good basketball. And that's why it's been so fun to watch. That's why the fans have been showing up. The viewership has been, you know, absolutely crushed this year. So, I think everybody's just kind of raising their game. The competition's just getting better and better, and it's fun as a competitor to show up in this league every night and know you have to bring your best because, you know, who's ever on the other side of the court from you, they're going to bring their best, and that's what makes it fun. So it's been cool to watch everybody really, you know, take a step up and elevate, and to be a part of that has been really fun for myself too.